Alright, so this question is arithmetic slice 2 subsequence. The given integer array return a number of all arithmetic subsequence. Given this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then 7, 7, 7, and then 3, -1, -5, -9, and then this is considered arithmetic sequence, and 1, 1, 2, 5, 7 is not. So we need to find out the definition of arithmetic subsequence. So it's going to be every single number between they have the same diff. So this is how it is, right? So this is what 0, 0, 0, and this is going to be -4, -4, -4. So this is 0. This is 1. This is 3. This is 2. So it's not, right? So this is why it's not. So I'm just going to jump into the solution. It's pretty difficult to explain what's going on, but think about this. So I'm going to compare the current index and then the index beforehand. So it doesn't matter if it's the first index or second index. So for example, I am right here. I want to compare every single index beforehand, and I want to find out what is the diff beforehand. So for example, this one and this one, the diff is 6, right? And this, and then 8 and 4, the diff is 4, 8 and 6, the diff is 2, right? So I'm comparing every single one beforehand. And then what I need to do is I want to find out the diff beforehand and then the current diff beforehand. So I'll have to traverse n squared. So I want to find out all of them, right? All of them, and then add up to the result. So let me dive into the solution. So again, this is going to be what the worst scenario is going to be n squared, and then what I need to do is I want to store my every single index corresponding to what is the key, which is going to represent diff, and then how many frequencies, right? So I will have the result. I will have the return result, and then I'm gonna use hash map. And then again, I have to store the key as a long. It's considered out of bound, right? To use in an integer. And then I'm gonna have an integer right here to store the frequency, and then every single index. So I can compare this with this, this with this, and then so for example, at this index, I will have the diff is 6, 4, 2, right? So just one index, I will have these three different diff. So I will have to know this is going to be array, right? And map equal to new hash map, and the size is going to be represent the length of the nums. So if you're not following, just keep watching. All right, and then since this is an array, I need to initialize every single index in the array to the hash map. So array.set O, and it's going to be map, and then initialize the hash map. So let's just continue, and then so for example, you don't consider 2 by 2 itself. You need to consider what more than 2 index, right? So the first index you can actually ignore. So we're starting from the first one all the way to the last one, and I plus plus. And then I'm going to compare with j equals 0. So everything I will start from j equals 0 all the way to I. So this is a trick. I need to start from all the way to 0 to I, not past the I index, because I want to calculate everything beforehand. If I is right here, I need to calculate everything beforehand. Where is the diff between the current index and j index? So again, it's going to be diff, and then this has to be long, right? Store as a key. It's 1L times nums I minus nums j. Yeah, it has to be like this. So, and then int, I'm going to calculate. So this is the current diff between the current index and the current j index, right? But I need to calculate. I need to find out like what is the originally that we had calculated in the j index in the map. So I index is definitely after J index, right? But maybe J index had already calculated how many frequency in beforehand. We just add up, right? So pairs is equal to map at J, get our default, and it's going to be a same diff, right? It has to be a same diff. Otherwise, you are not having the same arithmetic subsequence. So I'm gonna update my I put, and it has to be a same diff, and then based on the current diff, it's gonna be a 1, right? And then based on the previous the previous diff at J index, I am adding a pair, and I'm also adding similar but not the same. So it's gonna be map at J at the same diff, and adding, if not, just adding 0, and then result will plus equal to pairs, which is going to be the originally. So this will be the entire solution. All right, so for time and space, again, space is olefin, and then this olefin for the time, and this is olefin, this is olefin. So the worst case for the time is going to be n squared. Space is going to be olefin. All right, if you miss anything, that you need to rewatch. This is pretty complicated to explain, but yeah, good luck.